Happy Thirsty Thursday, guys. I got some freaking picks today. Woke up feeling great. Wasn't the greatest day yesterday, again, back to back kind of stinkers, but I woke up to at least one good slip that kind of helped a little bit. So I got a small slate today. I do like it, and let's talk some freaking Thirsty Thursday baseball. Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Keystone coming at you with another free pick video. I feel like I got the freaking plays today. Heartbreaking slips yesterday. That chalkboard play I gave you guys. Soriano just worst team in the league against left-hand pitching. He gave up one after another. Put 12 guys on base via walk and hits, and he still got to 5.2 innings pitch, and he only had 90 pitches. It's like, dude, why'd you pull him then? It's like, man, it was frustrating. I mean, bad read by me, I guess. And, it was just a lot of close misses. Baseball's been a little rough. I even had an underslip yesterday that had ridiculously just bad luck. We did hit this one in the NBA, which really helped. So I messed this up. A lot of people got a nice solid boost on this. I only got like a 20%, but I had some VIPs telling me they got like 75% boost on this. So they had a really nice day just on the back of this one slip. Now, I set it for 50, forgot that the boost limit was 25. So I set it twice. So luckily it hit. But yeah, I got 3 slips for you guys today. 2 on chalkboard. We're gonna stick with some pairs today and make sure that I bring us some profit. And I feel pretty good about it. This was another slip that just broke my back right here. I mean, this guy had 17 going into the fourth quarter, brick after brick after brick. The Bulls my reads on NBA yesterday were terrible on game picks. So don't even want to talk about it. But yeah, that was really frustrating watching Kobe White just throw up brick after brick, man. Thought we had this slip, to be honest with you. Just needed one hit from Teoscar on this old $10 discount play. This one right here, guys, okay? So you guys can see Dylan Cruz up here. He got up in the top of the 9th. It was their last chance to do anything. They had like barely scored any runs. And he literally, I don't remember exactly how he got there, but he got on third base. He definitely had a hit. Guy's batting 132 on the season. Okay, that means literally almost every 10 at bats he gets a hit. So he gets up, gets to third base somehow with 1 out, and the next guy up, of course, hits a freaking sac fly for their first run of the game, literally. And then the next 2 guys got out. So it's like, all right, cool. That's the way I want to lose on some unders. It was frustrating. This is a slip I gave you guys. Trust me, Butler and Luis had plenty of chances. This guy got up with the bases loaded and couldn't do anything. Frustrating. Castellanos got really liked yesterday. Got a hit in his first at bat. Didn't do shit the rest of the way. He walked on his final at bat, so he went 1 for 4 with a walk. Just couldn't get it done. It's really frustrating because I really liked this little stack in that Phillies Giants game. We're gonna have some exposure to them today. So just some back-breaking losses, but you know what? That's how it goes sometimes. And you guys have seen the power and the damage when we hit these slips, how much it puts us up. We are definitely a YouTube channel that doesn't need to hit every single day to be highly profitable. Just keep that in mind, guys. So also, when I give you these guys that I like, you can use it however you want. You don't have to put them in a parlay. You can literally just set them as straight bets. You can do whatever your heart desires. This is just how I roll the stuff out. And, I know a lot of you guys don't even have access to DFS, or you're just book users, like guys up in like New York and stuff a lot of times, or some of these other states like that. So just keep that in mind going forward. And also, I got a little deal. I woke up in a good mood today, seeing that slip cash for us, and I said, I'm gonna try to help even more guys get on for freaking cheap. And the whole goal here is like, hey, I'm gonna get you in for $5. Okay, today's gonna be a very busy day. Thirsty Thursdays are very busy. We have MLB. I'm gonna make an NBA video later today, talking about every single series. We're gonna have some slips in NBA. We're going to have probably some AI plays spit out today for soccer on Saturday between the EPL and MLS. This is a great day to get in, and I'm trying to help you guys out, making it very affordable. It's its own little independent plan. So like, the day pass is up here. This is normally what it is. And we're going to try to get you guys in. The whole goal here is like, hey, look, if we don't profit today, I'll give you tomorrow too. That's why I made a 2-day plan. But the whole goal is we're gonna try to get you to come in and make some serious bank today. We're due for a big day. We've lost 2 in a row, and hopefully from those winnings, we can get you on a plan where you're always setting the slips every single day, and you can join the SBAA team. Also, wanted to remind you guys, I mentioned it yesterday. If you're still here, a lot of you guys just skip ahead. That's fine, whatever. But if you're in the Kansas City or St. Louis greater area and you want to go to a ball game or the UFC Protas versus Ian Machado Gary next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend, definitely shoot me a text. My number's down below if you want to hook up with me. A guy that some of you guys probably know. I was actually, believe it or not, at one point I was like a student of his. He's like been kind of like my mentor. Told me, hey, dude, you're really good at this. You need to start your own channel. You do the picks really well, better than most guys I know. And then, he kind of showed me how to do some things. And I went to a little event that he hosted down in Florida. Learned a bunch of skills about how to chop up stuff, even at my old age. And so it's Cody from SBE. I'm sure you guys know him. I became originally just kind of like a client of him when he was hot, and then I saw him like just go absolutely nuclear in football when you're on a strategy. And so we got to talking. He told me all that stuff, and then we ended up becoming really good friends. Like we're to the point where we like text each other like pretty much every single day. So we're basically always just looking for an edge to try to help our own personal VIPs make money. So, sometimes we can collaborate behind the scenes and be like, hey, dude, I think this is a really good idea. We should look into strategies. It's good to have guys that, have a ring of friends that are all in the community, guys. So if you guys want to come hang out with me and Cody from SBE and you're in the Kansas City greater area or you're in St. Louis, it may just be me in St. Louis, but, St. Louis isn't even that far from Kansas City. You're up in Iowa. You're up in, west side of east side of Kansas. You're in like southern Oklahoma. You guys can all make the trip up to KC. It's not that far. So, get on the day pass, Thirsty Thursday day pass right here, guys. I'll put the link down below and let's get into some picks today. And at the bare minimum, sign up for the free plan, guys, because I'm sending out all kinds of information, deals. A lot of times you guys get stuff early on the winnable free plan. So today's play, like I mentioned, is on Chalkboard Fantasy. You're going to get a $100 welcome bonus if you use promo code SBAA. There is a link below. Let's get into the pick. Oh, yeah, and you're going to get a free square too. So let's get into the picks. So pick number one, we're going to back another A's pitcher at Chicago. Now, this is the last game of the series. What ends up happening a lot of times is you'll get sorry if you keep hearing those little, it's my dog. She's running around. She thinks she hears something like a bird or something outside. I don't know. What I was trying to say is a lot of times at the end of a series, teams will kind of let the starter roll a little bit because they want to have their full bullpen prepared for the next new series. And they've already at this point, whether it's 2 or 3 games into the series, they've probably already exhausted some bullpen arms. So this is a guy that I think we can back today. We're going to go ahead and get on him. I have Lorenz pulled up. So let's actually, let's do this. Let's go backwards. I'm going to show you guys the slip. And Lorenz is going to be the one we talk about first. So we're going to take him over 15 and a half outs and Sears over 17 and a half outs. I thought I had a separate tab open for him, but I don't. Very juiced on this one. Pretty close to a pick 'em on this one. If you look at Lorenz, in 2025, he's cleared this in all 3, 16, 18, and 17. So this is a guy, basically what that means is they'll let him come out into the 6th inning if it's like a good matchup. And that's what I think has probably happened here twice. If we look at pitch counts, 97, 89, 85. So, we're seeing, I like the fact that we almost had 100 in his first start. That means if he's playing well, they'll absolutely get him, let him approach that number. But I love the track record here. And then in the head-to-head last season, he went 1 for 2 against these Detroit Tigers. Now, but if you look over here on the right side of the screen, you can clearly see that Detroit versus Lorenz, they've struggled. Like there's a lot of guys on this list that have these red batting averages. Only one guy that, bats kind of usually lower in the lineup has had 1 hit off of him. So that's it. I mean, he's pretty much shut this team down. Most of these guys have not even got a hit off him, literally, except these 2 right here. So I feel pretty good. It's negative 119 on the books, but I feel pretty good about Michael Lorenz today getting the job done. He's pitched pretty well this year for the most part. Like his earned runs are down, and he's not got a crazy walk rate or anything like that. And if we look historically at this matchup here, where is that game? Yeah, pretty healthy. Like I told you guys, 190 batting average. The walk rate is actually a little higher than I thought it was, 14%. Pretty healthy strikeout rate, pretty average. But the expected WOBA is a little higher than the actual WOBA. So, could be some negative aggression, but I still trust this spot right here. This Tigers offense really can just be bipolar, even if Torkelson hits a solo home run or something. I still think Lorenzen will hang in here for we only need 16 outs. We need 5.1 innings. So that's going to be the first leg of this. And then Sears, let me pull him up real quick. All right. So Sears over 17 and a half. You can see last 10, 70% hit rate, pretty solid. He got into a little bit of trouble here against the Mets. Mets do hit lefties pretty well. But overall, last 10, this looks pretty good. Head to head twice last season and got it done both times. He pitched 7 innings, or actually, this is 8 innings. Or I'm sorry, this is 7 innings here. And then he pitched 6 in the second start. Both looks like both A's wins. Yeah. So I think this is a good day just simply to back Sears on the fact, all that stuff that I told you guys. And, you look at where's this game? 231 batting average. I mean, pretty freaking solid. Low K rate, surprisingly, but a really low walk rate. So I don't expect a ton of batters to be on base today. There were a few guys that matched up pretty well with him historically, but I'm trusting my bones here on this pick. I put 0.6 units down to win a little over 1 on this first slip. So take a screenshot. We're going to move on to the hitter one I prepared. This is about as good of a freaking spot as you could possibly get right here, guys, with Bobby Baseball today. And I haven't bet on him much this year, and it's time to change that because the guy's been on a heater, and he's a guy that you always usually have to pay a steep price for, though. You have to pay for Bobby Witt a lot of times, but he's absolutely owned Reese Olson in his career. Okay, first of all, Bobby Witt's just been on an absolute freaking heater. If we come look at his game log, okay, you can see this this column right here is his hits. So what is that? 10 games in a row, something like that. And then the one he even missed right here, he had 2 and 1 on the front side of that. So the power numbers haven't quite been there yet, the extra base hits, but the dude is absolutely dealing. And he's hit this hits, runs, RBIs in most of these games. You can see had an RBI here, cleared it easy in this one. Didn't get it done here, got it done here, got it done here, got it done here. We only need 1 and 1. Okay. So I think this is a good spot. If we come and look at that matchup, it was a later game here. Look at what Witt has done historically against Reese Olson. Okay, 6 for 11 and 13 plate appearances. So he had 2 walks. The power numbers are here, though. Of those 6 hits, 4 of them were extra base hits. So if you want to take Bobby Witt on a base prop today, guess what? I already did that too in a VIP slip. It's probably a really good look. And on top of that, some of the numbers today didn't look the best. The wind's actually coming in. That's like, he may not hit a home run today, but that's probably going to lead to like potentially a double or a triple, because if he hits a good one out to like the corner or something, normally it'd be gone in like, a hotter day when the wind's, blowing the right direction. It's going to hit that wall and just sit down there in the corner. So I still like the prospect of him getting extra base hits today. So we're going to take Bobby Baseball on 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And we're going to stick with another guy that's just been absolutely lights out. And that's going to be Corbin Carroll. He is the leadoff hitter for the Arizona Diamondbacks. If you're not familiar with him, really fast guy, the kind of dude that can literally, it's another guy I like on bases all the time as well. Super quick. He can steal bases. He'll turn a single into a double where most guys absolutely don't even consider turning that bag. This is a great spot. What I love about both these guys today, guys, they're in road environments, meaning they're going to bat for 9 innings no matter what the score is of the game. And these guys bat first and second in their orders. So I have a really strong feeling we're going to get, 5 plate appearances today from both these guys to give us more and more chances to hit these 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. The same thing, Corbin Carroll's 2 for 4 against the pitcher from Miami today. I actually don't even remember who it was. Let's go take a look. Now, this game starts at freaking 11 a.m. This literally, by the time I get this uploaded, you guys are going to have like 4 hours tops to set this play. It's Edward Cabrera, by the way. So Carroll's 2 for 4 with the home run. So yeah, I like our chances here today on this. And then I also have a book slip for you guys today, and I really feel good about this one. And I've set it over on Hard Rock. So I put 1.2 units to win 1 on this. It's a negative 120 parlay. And all we did was taking a couple alt line totals. So we took the Phillies and Giants to go over 5.5. The line is set 7.5. I still not sure why that's set there. I think it's based on, maybe some of the success that the pitchers today, Jordan Hicks and Sanchez, have had against each roster. But the way that these teams are playing right now, I really don't care. Hicks is a lot of these numbers against the Phillies is when Hicks was a reliever, anyways. So you have like a very short sample size. It's not like tracking out there for 4 to 6 innings against a very good Phillies lineup. So, and then I have us taking the over 6.5 in the Marlins Diamondbacks. Something really stood out to me digging through the data that I can't ignore this anymore. And there's a very big trend with Miami home games going over, dating back to last season. It's something I literally can't ignore anymore. I have to start betting on it constantly. This game total, I believe, is at 8.5, or it might have even settled on 9 now. And I don't even mind it there, to be honest with you. Let's go show you guys real quick why I like these. So let's start with the Miami games because this one plays first. Starts at 11:10 Central Time. So it's going to be starting here pretty quick by the time you guys see this. It's a pretty clear sign in 2025. I set the line at 6.5 runs because it's negative 269 on the books. Miami's going over this 83% of the time in their home games. Arizona on the road has gone over this literally 100% of the time in 2025. Look at this. 100% of the time. Very good offense, very hot offense. And then Miami is you can see when they go on the road, this changes. But at home games, they're going over an 83% of the time. So, hey, you want to cool it? You want to cool it? She sees a deer outside or something. She doesn't know that the stone is filming YouTube for you guys. It's okay, Bella Boo. But anyways, guys, I mean, you can see the data. It's there clearly. And if you even go back a little farther, the head-to-heads have all hit except this one. And this was last year. The two games in the series so far have both hit. And if you just go back to 2024, that number doesn't change for Miami. Look at this, 83%. It's like practically right on it. Look at all these hits. It's something like I should be kind of mad at myself for not really catching on to sooner. So it is what it is, I guess. And then the other game, Phillies Giants. A lot of people thought that the 7.5 was a trap yesterday with the pitchers that were on the mound, Nola and Robbie Ray. Now, Sanchez is a lefty, and the Giants, for whatever reason this year, haven't quite hit lefties as well as they've hit right-handed pitching. But I'm telling you, it's the same roster for the most part with a few, couple changes. The core guys, Ramos is still there. Jung Ho Lee, of course. You have Tyler Fitzgerald, who I think needs to be bumped up in this order. Matt Chapman's still there. And then now you have Willie Adames, who's a right-handed batter. Usually, historically, he's hit lefties okay. So I'm trusting my bones here. I think we see the trend continue. I think we see over 5.5 runs. The actual line, like I said, is set at 7.5. And I'll show you guys why I like this one too. It's a pretty clear trend here. So let's make sure I have this right. So over 5.5 runs, negative 303. So when you put them together, you get negative 120. Now, Philly at home has gone over 70% of their games in 2025. It's 67%. Okay. And then the Giants on the road have gone over an 83% of their games. The head-to-heads, look at this. These two teams, for whatever reason, dating back to last year, like to score some runs. This is a perfect hit rate. I think it continues today. Could be the ultimate trap. Sometimes you're going to have that one outlier, but I'm trusting my bones here. We're going to roll this out for a 1.2 unit play. And that's all I got for you guys. I'm going to wrap it up here so I can get this uploaded, get it out to you, and make sure you lock in the Miami stuff first, okay? Peace.